Hello everybody, welcome to this channel. I'm Payman Ansari. In this lesson, I'm going to talk about the while loop. Loops are a type of control instruction used for iteration and repetition. There are usually two types of loops. One is for loop that I explain it in another video, and you can find the link in the description. And another type is while loop that I'm going to talk about. The general form of while loop is like this. Start with while keyword, then followed by the condition that we have, followed by colon, and then we have the while body. It runs if the condition is true, and remember that it is indented. Here is an example. We set I equals 0, and we want to print I one by one until we arrive at 2. So we say while I less than 2, print I and increment I by 1. So at the beginning, I is 0, I is less than 2, yes, print I and increment I by 1, I become 1. Then comes here while I is equal 1, 1 is less than 2. That is correct. Then print I and increment I by another 1. So I become 2. 2 is less than 2. No. Then stop printing I. Here is another example. It asks a user to enter a number. While the number is positive, it will print it out. Otherwise, it will exit the while loop and goes to the next line. The first number I enter is 4. It will print it out. The next number I will enter is 2. It will be printed out. If I enter -1, then stop while loop and goes to the next line, which is the print done. Under some conditions, you want to exit the while loop even if the original condition is met. In order to do that, we use break statement. What happens when we use break statement is that the rest of the body loop will not be executed and the while statement will be stopped. And then we go to the next line. Here is an example. We ask user to enter a number and we want to print it out while the number is positive. But if the number is equal 5, we don't want to run while a statement anymore. So I enter 4, it will print it out. I will enter 2, it will print it out. And if I enter 5, it will exit the while loop. There are also situations where we don't want to run some part of the while loop. In order to do that, we use continuous statement. Whenever Python sees a continuous statement in a while loop, it will skip the rest of the loop body and goes to the beginning of the while loop. Here is an example. We have n equals 6, total and I set to be 0, and we increment I one by one from 0 to 6, and we want to add odd number. We use a while loop and we want to skip the even number. We say while I is less than n, increment I by 1, and if I is even, skip it, go to the beginning of the loop, otherwise add it to the total. And if I run this, we'll get 9, which is the sum of 1 plus 3 plus 5